Hello and welcome to this episode of Speak PR. This is Jim James. Now, I want to just follow up on a podcast I did a little while ago about auto signatures, and we have used the new old stamp platform. And so I thought now I've been using it for a month, I would just give you a little bit of an update on how that's worked, because you too may find that you're missing quite a good opportunity to get some more coverage and some more followers. Now, the new old stamp people are delightful, and they have been very helpful for us, and they have given us some guidance. And what we've done is we've created templates in their dashboard, and because we use Zoho, what we've needed to do is to create the template for our auto signature and then cut and paste the link into our Zoho email management system, and that has automatically updated the auto signature in our Zoho. Only had to do it once, been seamless, very easy to do indeed. So I am having a look now at the different elements that we included in our auto signature, because in my auto signature I have a number of elements. I have a link to my calendar, which is hosted on Zoho. I have a link to my podcast, which is on Buzzsprout. I have a link to Facebook, to Twitter, to LinkedIn. And I've also added a banner to tell people about the newsletter that they can subscribe to. So it turns out that in the last month, from the 13th of December to the 13th of January, I've actually sent out emails that have got a combined 1,754 impressions. So it's pretty phenomenal, actually, if you think about it that way, that just me and myself and my PA in the last month have sent nearly 2,000 opportunities to see our logo and our brand. Now, the logo itself has had over 1,000 impressions, and the banner ad that I added just 2 weeks ago has had 725 impressions on it. And importantly, one click. Now, that's not a great percentage, it's 0.01%. But that's one person that has possibly subscribed to the newsletter that otherwise wouldn't have done. Now, 3 people have clicked on the web link and gone to our website, and 2 people have connected to Facebook, and 1 person has made an appointment with me through my email auto signature. So when we look at using an auto signature, the benefit of a platform like New Old Stamp is really the metrics. Because if I just look at my own email outbox, I have no idea of what's really happened to my emails. I know how many I've sent, but I don't know anything other than that. Now, what this is also showing me is that I have got more click-throughs on a Wednesday. In fact, 71% of clicks to my other platforms have happened on a Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, nothing. And Monday, Tuesday, both equal at 14%. It also tells me that the USA is where most people are clicking, along with the UK. So we've got no clicks from Asia, interestingly enough, and 100% of the clicks on my banner and other icons is 100% desktop. So that tells me that, in fact, 71% of the people who are clicking on the elements within my auto signature are using Windows, and 29% are using Mac OS. And none of them are using iOS nor Android. In other words, the people looking at my email and taking action on my email are doing it when they're sitting down using a computer. Now, that is very different to when I look at some of the sharing and the reading of content, for example, like on the newsletter or from our social media feeds. Those are very much mobile. So we're seeing a difference then between people's behavior. In our Speak PR program, we talk about the Storify, Personalize, Engage, Amplify, and to Know. And I talk about the need to identify the habits of your avatar the people we're talking to. In other words, when are they consuming the content and on which devices? Because if we're sending content on a device to a person at a time when it's not optimized for them, it's basically wasted. So in other words, if I'm sending people emails where my hope is to get them to click a banner, for example, to set up an appointment, if I'm sending that with a view that's going at a time when they're going to be on their mobile device, that's not going to land properly. If I'm sending content during work hours through the email to someone at the desktop, asking them, for example, to make an appointment with me, using the auto signature is absolutely key. Whereas, for example, making a request for an appointment at the end of a social media post is going to be redundant. So what we have now on the new old stamp is we have 2 auto signatures, one for myself and one for my virtual assistant. And then we're going to be adding, now that we've found this to be so useful, we're going to be adding other members of the team. Now, there are integrations with G Suite, Microsoft Exchange, and Microsoft Office 365. And New Old Stamp has got a large number of partners, everyone from Shift, Reply.io, including Stripe.io, for example, and also eSputnik, which is a marketing automation tool. So there are a number of other companies that they integrate with. We're not going to go down that path yet. But I thought it was useful to share the follow-on. What happens after we do this integration? Now, it's been relatively painless, in fact, very painless, and the people at New Old Stamp have been really helpful. But what's been most illustrative for me is that I've actually had nearly 1,800 impressions of my emails in the last month. I think that's pretty amazing. And I'm just one person operating at my desk at home. Now, imagine if you rolled that out and you've got 10 members of staff. You could be looking at 20,000 emails going out per month. And even if you're only getting, like I am, 0.1%, you could then be getting the best part of 70 click-throughs to your website. And in my case, another 10 or 20 subscribers to your newsletter. So the point is, it's about incremental gains. We may not get massive gains in one fell swoop, but by using an auto signature, we certainly can get ourselves a great gain for, frankly, next to no cost at all. And when we talk about pricing, let's look at that. So on the New Old Stamp, it's $36 per month for 25 signatures, and it is $54 per month for 50 signatures. And if you've got 100 signatures, 100 people, it's only $99 a month. So less than $10 a month for what could be an amazing opportunity to create premium email signature templates, customizable promotion banners. You have the ability to manage everything centrally so that if you change, for example, your COVID times, or you've got a new promotion, you could have everybody in the organization instantly have that within their email. You can choose your own fonts. You can choose your own social media icons. And all of this really without any advertising from New Old Stamp inside of your emails. And I think that's a pretty amazing offer. So if you don't use that and you just send out emails, of course, you can have your auto signature with various links. And that is, I think, something that one should be doing. But if you want to start seeing your emails as part of a marketing strategy, then the knowing part of Speak PR is knowing how much you're doing and getting some metrics against that work so that you can see whether you're being consistent over time. Email signatures, we all do emails every day. Plainly, I'm doing more than I thought I was, and monitoring that, tracking it seems to be a really, really good idea. So I recommend to you New Old Stamp. Check it out. This isn't an affiliate ploy. I interviewed them. I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's a great platform. And I think that email marketing starts with auto signatures. And I commend you to have a think. And by sharing today the kind of metrics that I've got over 1 month as one man, I hope that gives you some inspiration to get on board with taking this and making something happen for you. Thanks for listening to this episode of Speak PR. My name is Jim James. If you like this, then please do subscribe to our newsletter at eastwestpr.com. If you're interested in our 5-stage methodology, come to speakpr.co, because there I talk about our 5-stage methodology and the mastermind, which takes place over 6 weeks. So my name is Jim James, and until we meet again, I wish you the best of health, a sustainable business, I think is all that most of us can hope for at the moment, and that if you're corresponding to people, let them know what you do, and you can do that with an auto signature.